Welcome to 2BSC, second best sports show ever. Jesse Jarvis.
Taylor Ancourt.
Today we're going to be doing basically the primetime games.
Mm-hmm.
Thursday night, Sunday afternoon games, Sunday night football, and Monday night football.
Yes, sir.
We're keeping it separated.
Mm-hmm.
Just to keep our videos short.
Yeah.
So
nice short videos. So
short videos.
You don't got the time.
You can watch.
10, 15 minutes long.
Yeah.
15-minute long.
You can choose which one you want to watch.
Yeah.
At whatever moment you want to watch.
At your discretion.
Okay. So the first game that we're going to talk about, prime time, would be Thursday night football.
The urge to sneeze. That's not like a joke or anything.
I know. I was waiting for the sneeze.
I'm trying to make it not happen. All right, the first game. Make it happen. Oh, God. First game, we got the Bills and the Jets.
Bills and the Jets.
This Thursday.
That's going to be a good game.
Who do you got? The count of 3. 1, 2, 3. The Bills. Oh, interesting.
For some reason, I thought you were going to choose the Jets, even though you're a Tyrod Taylor guy.
Tyrod Taylor Ancourt fan right here.
I probably should choose the Jets, but I think that the Bills are just going to pull one out.
That's what I'm thinking too.
I think they got it in them.
Mm-hmm.
Tyrod Taylor, he's got the. It seems like he's just an exciting player, and he's going to do those amazing plays. And he's got Sammy Watkins doing his thing.
Yeah. And I remember when he was on the Ravens as a backup, and I just kept thinking, oh, what if Tyrod Taylor was on a team, and as a starting quarterback, what could he do? And I always thought he'd be pretty good, and he is pretty good at football. He's able to run, he's able to scramble around, he's able to extend the play, and he's a pretty good quarterback, and he's on a perfect team to do it. The Bills, who have a great rushing attack. I think they're number 2 in the league. They got, what is it, Carlos Williams? Is that their backup?
Yeah.
Who,
every time McCoy is out, he steps up.
Yeah, he steps up, and McCoy is. He says he's going to be fine, but it's Thursday night off 4 days rest. Who knows?
And McCoy got injured last week.
Yeah, his shoulder.
And then Carlos Williams ended up with 2 TDs.
Yeah. After McCoy had a TD at 100 yards. They both had over 100 yards.
They both, yeah.
And Watkins had over 100 yards, so they had 3 players over 100 yards, and they each had
Watkins,
TD.
yeah. Watkins had, I think, 100 and whatever yards and a touchdown. Yeah, it was a good game offensively for the Bills, and they're looking good.
So I feel like even if McCoy's out, they could get it. And I think the Jets defense, they've been sloughing lately.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much since the Patriots, just downhill.
Ever since they gave the Patriots a run for the money for 3 quarters, and then they ended up losing. Mm-hmm. It just kind of fell from there. They lost hope or something. I don't know what it is, but it just seems like they're no longer a team that teams are afraid of.
Yep. That's for sure.
So who knows? The Bills could end up making the playoffs over the Jets.
I feel like that was a prediction I made in the preseason. Weird.
Well,
you heard it here first.
We'll see.
So both got the Bills.
Bills.
Very surprising, actually.
Mm-hmm.
We both thought each other would choose the Jets. So the Bills. All right. So afternoon games now. We got interesting. Chiefs and the Broncos.
Is it interesting?
No, not at all.
Yeah. Broncos all the way.
Interesting.
Coming off a loss. 2 weeks ago, demolished the Packers, which it was surprising to me. They literally made Aaron Rodgers look like
a little baby.
Like he was a subpar quarterback.
Yeah.
But and also Aaron Rodgers looked that way in the first half of the Carolina game,
Mm-hmm.
but then in the second half he looked like the best quarterback of all time.
Yeah.
Again. But the whole point is the Broncos demolished the Packers. Even though they lost the Colts last week, it's not like the Colts are a bad team.
Yeah, and it's like
you can't win.
Yeah.
You can't win every game.
Sure. I mean, unless you're the 72 Dolphins, right?
Or the.
Don't say it. Don't say it. No other team has gone undefeated. Very
well,
close.
I'm talking about until the Super Bowl.
Don't say it.
The Patriots.
That doesn't count.
The Patriots tried to be that way.
Doesn't count. Anyways.
Oh.
Besides last week, the Broncos defense, I think, on the year. God. The Broncos defense on the year, besides last week, they were giving up 4.4 or 4.2 yards per play, which is based on, I don't know if you want to say inflation for offenses. I don't know what you would call it, but all time, that's top 5, and that's better than the Seahawks were 2 years ago when we won the Super Bowl, which is pretty crazy to think about because that defense, I mean, especially if you're a Seahawks fan, you just looked at it and you were actually shitting your pants every single week. Like, how is this possible? And their Broncos defense was, I mean, it's only 0.2 yards less
Pants shit.
that they were giving up, but that's impressive, to say the least, besides last week.
Yeah. Broncos have been killing it.
Yeah, actually.
So, does that mean we've chosen?
Yeah, I mean, the only thing I can say is that, like the first meeting, Charles had a pretty good game, besides the fumble to lose the game. And he did pretty good, and their backup, Wes, who's taken over since Charles went out with the ACL, his 2 games that he started, he played really well.
Yeah.
He's had a TD in both of them. He's had probably like 70 or 80 yards rushing in both of them, plus, 15, 20 receiving in both of them.
Well, I mean,
over 100 yards.
But he is also a running back that's coming into an offense that was built around Jamal Charles.
Yeah.
So it's like if Adrian Peterson was to go down, and if the running back behind him would have a good game, just because the team is built around Adrian Peterson.
Yeah.
Just like Jamal Charles, the Chiefs are built around Jamal Charles. So if Jamal Charles goes down, or if whoever goes down, the replacement should have at least a mediocre game plus.
Well, I hear you, but he did have 2 good games in a row with, an offense that's, around Charles. And then they just had a bye week. So that's a whole week to prepare for the Broncos, who they only lost by, 3 or 7 or whatever. It came down the last second. Actually, though, it was. And you got Alex Smith, who doesn't really turn the ball over. So, I mean, and you got the Broncos offense who's 50-50, but, the Chiefs secondary is just straight garbage. So, I mean, you got to go with the Broncos. I wouldn't be surprised. Like I've been saying all year, the Broncos lose. I wouldn't be surprised just because their offense is so 50-50.
Who are you saying is going to win?
I'm saying the Broncos are going to win, but I wouldn't be surprised if the Chiefs win. I wouldn't be surprised if anybody beats the Broncos.
Broncos are going to win.
Yeah, Broncos. I don't know why I'm still talking about the Broncos, but the Broncos are going to win.
Moving on!
Man! Speaking of undefeated teams, we got the Patriots and the Giants. The
Patriots
Gigantes.
and Giants.
Yep.
Always an amazing rivalry.
Yeah.
And to be honest, you can never count any team out.
Yeah.
How many times has the Giants... How many times have the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl? Is that every single time?
Oh, sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Both times that the Giants have played the Patriots in the Super Bowl, they have won.
Yeah.
So, I mean, and it's the same quarterback. You can never count it out.
Yeah, dude, both Super Bowls are
Eli Manning could have, you can't say, like, he could have the best game of his life against the Patriots just because the history.
false. best game of his life was against the Saints, and no one talked about it.
No, I'm saying he could have a better game than that. I mean, and I'm saying a better game against a better team.
Okay, yeah.
And that makes the difference. That makes the difference.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a quarterback going against a team that's, scoring 7 touchdowns, stats don't really tell the tale.
For me...
That doesn't make it an amazing game if both teams have 7, 6 touchdowns, blah, blah, blah.
For me, what it comes down to is Eli in the playoffs and Tom Coughlin in the playoffs. They're amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Patriots, amazing in the playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
But Coughlin and Eli in the regular season, they're just average. So, I mean...
I could be wrong, but are the both times that the Giants beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl, were they not wild card team?
I think they were. Yeah, again, I
could be wrong.
They're just really good playoff teams.
Yeah. So, and it's all about matchups.
Yeah.
And Eli Manning obviously loves to play against
the Patriots.
The Patriots,
by the way. Whoa.
Anyway, I think that the Giants are going to win.
I got to go with the Patriots. They're just consistent.
Yeah, they are consistent, that's for sure. And it's also hard to choose against an undefeated team.
Yeah, the only thing that I think the Giants have going for them is that they are at home, and the Patriots are one of the best home teams of all time since I went to Gillette. I think they lost 4 games in 100,000 years there, or whatever it is.
Yeah, I think the only better teams at home are. Well, I would put them with the Seahawks and the Packers.
Yeah,
Packers, Seahawks, and Patriots are literally unstoppable at home.
Mm-hmm. That's for sure.
But the Patriots are not playing at home this week.
Mm-hmm.
Is that right?
The Giants, correct?
Yeah. So that's why I'm picking the Giants.
Mm-hmm.
Upset.
Interesting. All right, then we got the hometown team. We got Seahawks against the Cardinals. Oh, he's leaning towards the Cardinals.
No, I'm not.
What was that? You were preparing yourself?
I'm just saying,
Or you're preparing yourself for the whole Seahawks
my feeling, yeah.
Okay.
That's it. My feeling is that the Seahawks are going to beat the Cardinals this week. But if they do, I mean, I don't know. I just think that the Seahawks, they have a lot of room to. They have a lot of things to do. They have a lot of things they need to work on. If they beat the Cardinals this week, that'll be a big step.
Did you say it's going to be a stepping stone?
A giant stepping stone.
Yeah.
Towards the playoffs. First of all, it's a must-win.
Yeah, no, for sure.
I think. Because it's a home game.
Mm-hmm.
If it was away, I wouldn't say so. Because that would mean that we'd play the Cardinals at home later on. But I think that because we're playing the Cardinals at home this week, it's a must-win. To move us to 5-4.
Yeah.
And 5-4, it may not seem like a lot, but 5-4 is a lot better than 4-5.
Full 5, that's for sure. Actually, though, yeah, I never thought we'd be in this place where we'd be 4-4. I mean, we had a disgustingly tough schedule at the beginning of the year, and like you were saying, we're at home against Cardinals. You can't count us out at home at the end of the day.
Mm-hmm.
And the Cardinals, they've been good, but they were behind against the Browns for 3/4 of the game. They came back.
They're not a perfect team.
Yeah.
So, if anybody's gonna beat them again, why not the Seahawks at home?
It's gonna be a great game, that's for sure.
It's going to be a great game.
Very physical.
Very physical.
Always
very
is.
Competitive.
And usually what seems to separate the Cardinals and us is if our running game's going. You know, like if beast mode gets going, then it's pretty much game over against Cardinals.
Mm-hmm.
They can't be like he can't be stopped, and our play action can't be stopped if both of them are going. But if beast mode starts to get stopped, then I'm pretty scared about this game. Because I don't trust Wilson being able to carry the team against the Cardinals with Patrick Peterson and Tyrann Mathieu and
just their whole defense in general.
Yeah,
it's amazing, and Carson Palmer being healthy. I mean, that's been his issue his entire career. Is when he's healthy, he's amazing, but when he's not, he's not.
Yeah.
I mean, but he's always been an amazing quarterback. What's the next game?
Right, the next game we got the Texans at the Bengals. The Bengals.
Texans at the Bengals.
Yeah. They're 8-0.
The Bengals.
The Bengals. I mean, I don't know how they can possibly win this game. I mean, no, they can win this game is what I'm, but like 9-0. That's the thing. I can't see them being 9-0.
Yeah, I mean, it's not this way in the last couple of years, but I remember. A few years ago, a 9-7 team could make it to the playoffs.
Yeah.
Not anymore, but
you need at least like 11 wins.
Mm-hmm. It seems like it. Yeah. 10 at the very least.
Yeah.
But 9 wins. No. But I'm saying like, if the Bengals end up 9-0, basically.
They can lose
have
the rest.
A ticket. I mean, if they lose the rest of their games, they still could have a chance, a small chance. But it's not like they're going to lose the rest of their games. So basically, if they have a ticket to the playoffs, if they win this game.
And the game's at home versus the Texans, where the Texans pretty much only have DeAndre Hopkins, who every single game is putting up 130 plus yards and a TD at least.
Touchdowns everywhere.
Yeah, and just going ham.
It's hard to see the Bengals going 9-0.
But I mean, if you didn't have any records involved, you got to pick the Bengals. That's the thing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it sucks. I mean,
it's got to be the Bengals. I don't know how you can stop them right now. Eifert's playing great.
I'm gonna choose the Texans.
Like I said, I want the Texans to win.
I know, we both do, but I you know what?
Bold prediction!
No, it's a very bold prediction, but every team has to have an off game.
Yeah, they have to.
I think the Texans are going to win based on defense. J.J. Watt, I think, will demolish. I think he might get to Andy Dalton quite a few times and possibly change the game just himself.
Interesting.
And Hopkins, I mean, he's one of the best wide receivers in the NFL. So all you have to do is give him the ball.
Yeah, his hands way too big.
Yep. He's an amazing player.
Mm.
So, also I think Alfred Blue will have over 100 yards.
Oh, we have 2 garbage-ass running backs. We both predicted go over 100 yards this week. That about wraps it up for primetime predictions.
Yeah. It's been a good time.
We didn't do the Raiders or Vikings.
When did they play?
In the afternoon. We got another afternoon game. We got the Vikings and the Raiders.
That's going to be a big game.
Yeah. Essentially what it comes down to, you got Oakland's offense going ham, and you got the Vikings defense who are giving up less. I think it's either 24 or 21 points per game, which is one of the lowest in the league, or they haven't gone past that. I don't remember which it is. But their defense they're solid. They don't sack the quarterback. They don't intercept. They make tackles and they stop you. And I got to go with the Vikings if you got a good defense and you got AP on offense against the Raiders, who are shitty on defense for the most part.
I'm going with the Raiders.
Ooh.
Carr. Another good game. Murray. He got injured last game. So we'll see what happens there.
Yeah.
So I'm choosing the Raiders.
Vikings.
That would be it for our predictions this week. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for stopping by.
To the second best sports show ever.
To the second portion.
To be SSC.
To be SC. Comment, like, subscribe. We would love for you guys to say what you have to say to us.
Tweet us.
Tweet us.
Facebook us.
Mm-hmm.
Earthing us. If you need life advice.
Life advice.
Yeah, tweet at us.
Oh yeah, I've got so much life advice.
You know, if your neighbor's got a loud dog.
Fuck Dr. Phil.
You know, fuck Dr. Phil. Just I don't know. It's 2BSSE. Second best psychiatrist ever. Psychiatrist with a P. Just kidding.
Even though it sounds like it.
Get it? Okay, yeah.
Anywho, thank you for tuning in. Love you guys. Tune in. Watch us. Like. Comment. I love you. Subscribe. To BSC!
Second
Second best sports show ever!